Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Cutlery. Are you roused? I hope you are, because I'm going to knock the rousal out of you. 22 veterans a day in this country commit suicide. A staggering number is something we'll mention every time. Vets, all I can say is I love you. I appreciate what you've done for me in this country, and you have a place here. You fought for us. Let us fight for you. All I can do is try to raise awareness. That's why I ask you, if you watch this video, I don't care if you like me or don't. That ain't a prerequisite. Now, you'll be in the minority if you don't, because I'm a likable guy. But please, just in the comments, hashtag 22. 22 a day. Hashtag 22 a day. Let's bring some awareness. Let's get the ball rolling. There's some people out there that's helping already, man, way more than I could, but I want to be a part, and I want this channel to be a part. We back to blue here. Scab, how you back to blue? How do you support Leo, law enforcement officers? Well, we don't break the damn law. Pretty simple. If you're an addict, never quit quitting. It's a daily fight. I get it. I fight it daily. It's a battle, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, all of that. I've been there, and I have a great support system. That's why I want this channel to be a support system for the groups I mentioned, for everybody. People struggling everywhere. So, having said all that, welcome to Choir Boys Cutlery. I'm Scab, your host. You're not. What we're doing today is the Cold Steel Recon 1. I always have to look at this thing, man. Cold Steel flat Recon on everything they got. Now, huge Cold Steel fan. Everybody knows this. I did an 18-minute ramble this morning. I'm not going to do that now. We've got this knife in a month ago. I think November 23rd. I wanted to do the review last week. It didn't pan out. I ran some tests on this knife. That's what this video is about. We'll talk about it during the review. I can tell you, this is one of my new favorites. I've used this knife every day at work. I work in underground utilities. Didn't strop it, hadn't done nothing to it. Used it for a solid month, 5 days a week, for a month. Used it at the house. So today's test, how does it hold up in a month? I know that's a short amount of time, but I'm telling you, I use a knife more than most out of choice. Out of choice. Even if it's just going and dicking around in the woods, I put a lot of wear and tear on a knife. So I've been trying to I want to up the ante. I want to up the quality of Choir Boys Cutlery. And I watch a lot of videos of guys that I respect. And one guy that I noticed, Gideon's Tactical, he carries a knife for months and then, shows a progressive thing. Now, I'm not technologically savvy enough to keep that much footage, because there'd be a lot of profanity every time I lost it, so we're not doing that. But I have carried this for a month, so today is the test. How does it hold up? I don't know. We'll see. It holds up really well. Now, I love you guys. God bless you guys. I won't see you at the end of this video. I will see you in the morning for another exciting What's in Your Pockets. I know how y'all love that. Let me just say this, all smart ass stuff aside, I truly appreciate the participation on the What's in Your Pockets. I know, guys, I know some people carry the same thing every day. I get it, dude. But I appreciate nothing else. The Scab, it's the same, brother. Hashtag 22 a day. That just lets me know you're participating, and I sure appreciate it. Well, let's get on to this stellar, this may be the greatest review I've ever done. Cold Steel Recon 1 S35VN. Now, I got the Tanto, however you say it, this is something different for me, something new for me, and I'm really enjoying it. Let's get to the cutting. Well, fantastic job, Scab. Here we go. We're going to start off the rip, stabbing the tire. That's a beautiful thing about this Tonto style blade. Look at it just rip through there, son. Now, this is after a month's worth of use. Now, I knew the tip would hold up well. That's why I wanted to get into Tonto style a little more. Now, if you've ever stabbed someone's tire, and I'm not advocating that, or let's just put it this way, if you've seen it on a movie or something and you ever thought, man, will that work? Yeah, it'll work. Now, I didn't know that until today. I would have never tried that,
on anybody's tire. That would be breaking the law, and we don't do that. But I thought this would be what a fantastic test to see how the knife's holding up. I could have done this one and walked away because the knife did jam up. Now, I noticed, or I said, I think in the intro, one of the things I noticed was the fit and the finish of this knife actually held up really, really well. There I am just continually stabbing because, you know, I can't show you something once or twice. The paint didn't chip off. That's, honest to God, that's a big thing. We had no failure there. The edge held up incredibly well. It's a little worn down, but after a month's worth of use, you know, it should be. We didn't do anything to it. There I am showing you again. Now here's a different view of me stabbing it, and then me covering up stabbing it so you can't see what I'm doing. This prompted me to do the other section of the video. I actually did this one first and then thought, way to go, dumbass. So here again, I'm cutting it. So this ought to tell you something, son. I cut both sides of the tire, glided right through it with no problems, really no problems. That impressed me. Now, there were several times I tried to stab it, and there I am completely covering it up. Y'all know I'm not going to ever be a director. Nobody's got to worry about that. But, again, you see the knife just jamming in there. This thing is a beast. S35VN, grippy. It's not G10. It's the Grivex. It's Cold Steel's version of G10. There's the Donnie B all day drop test. Y'all know we got to have that in there. Perfectly balanced, by the way. Love this knife. Great job, Air Scabber. And we cut some nylon rope. I just wanted to show y'all now, after a month's worth of use, would it hold up? And I was curious myself. We opened a bunch of bags of asphalt patch, a bunch of bags of concrete with it, stripped back a lot of wire. A lot of cutting in general, just got out in the woods, did a lot of whittling, man, and it's really held up well. Now, again, I realize a month's worth of use is not a ton of use by most standards. I would say I put enough use on this knife. I probably put 6 months of use on this knife in a month. Now, I did that on purpose. Do I do that every month? No, absolutely not. But I wanted to on this knife because I wanted to give a solid review. You know, here's the deal, and I found this. I've got over 80 pieces of cold steel. You could say I'm a fanboy, but you can say it and you can't, because here's why you can't say it. Some of y'all, anytime anybody says anything negative about it, you want to fight. Unless your name's Lynn Dam Thompson, be still. Nobody's, you know, dogging you personally. Not every cold steel knife is a home run. Now, do I love cold steel? I just told you I got over 80 pieces. Y'all know I do. I'm just saying, man, you don't have to get all worked up. And there I am, holding it right under the damn camera again. Sometimes, I swear. Now, these sticks here, I sharpened up into a point to make a spear out of. See, look at that. It'd have been much better. Now, I think at this point I realized that I'd held it low. And I'm like, screw it, I got to power through. Sometimes you just got to keep going. You know, you don't look back. You just keep on making your punji stick. When life throws you these things, you make punji sticks. That's a new saying. Now, let me see the alignment here, because the sun was right in my eyes too. Of course, that's my genius. Perfect slash there by old Scabber. Y'all seen it squirting? Again. Well, missed. Hit it that time. There we go again. About cut it in half. One of these days, I'm going to make it all the way around and cut it off. And you're going to be shocked. Now, look at how the knife just glides through there. And look at how, instead of getting another bottle, I just try to make it go down on mashed plastic. Which, you know, genius move there. But, through these few tests, I'm telling y'all, this bottle didn't want to stand up, so it'll have to pay the price. I like doing the water bottle test with the pocket knives, just from a slashing standpoint. Dang near removed it. Dang near cut it in half. I didn't, but I almost did, so that counts for something. Now, I said earlier this had moved up on my list, and y'all know I'm not satisfied with just showing you something once. Thank you, Lord, for stabbing it one time, Scab. Now, good looking knife. Look, oh, doing a little karate move there. Look at that. Oh, son, blinding speed. Now we're going to get on these palmettos right here. Of course, I'm going to stand in the way. I got to get a cinematographer to help me out with this stuff. But y'all see right here now, palmettos are hell on a blade. That's why people are like, Scab, why are you always cutting them palmettos? Well, for the simple fact that it will run roughshod on the blade. So I like doing that some, and it's something, you know, that's got to come down anyway, like I said. Now this whole area we're doing here, this is the first day on this job site. I think this is going to be, honestly, I think it's Amazon's corporate's moving down here. So it's a large piece on the north side of Jacksonville. We've been all over the place today out here. I'm trying to find water lines and whatnot. Now, I mentioned I got a big condor knife coming in and a couple of choppers. I think a cold steel all-terrain chopper, which I've been wanting. It's one of their machetes. Dirt cheap. I can't wait to review that. And a barong, a cold steel barong machete. I'm going to come back out here because this is just a gold mine. Like I said, they're going to clear the whole thing anyway. Now, you see the Recon one, make short work of that. Now here, I don't normally chop with a pocket knife, but I thought, hey, what the hell? We got to blow it out on this video because I'm going to reprofile this blade once this video is done. Yeah, I can't tell y'all how excited I am to get my edge on it. But, I've got to say, the knife held up supremely well. This is where I think cold steel shines with the yes, they make big gaudy pocket knives, but they make very, very, very usable big gaudy pocket knives. You got to break them in. The triad lock, opening it up, the whole thing. Sometimes they can be stiff, and I know that may be a drawback, but I also know that after the abuse that I put on this knife for an entire month, it held up like it. I'm telling y'all, I don't have to do a thing to this blade, nothing. I'm going to, because it's driving me nuts, and I've said all I'm going to say about the sharpness, or my sharpening theories, but I do have to brag on this knife, and I do have to say I am incredibly, incredibly pleased. This knife's going to continue to stay in the rotation. With everything that's going on with cold steel, the sale and all that, and I know we got to wait and see how things play out. But guys, if I can encourage you, this Recon 1 was sub $100. It's GrivX and it's S35VN. It is a high-end materials. Sub $100. I think you owe it to yourself to get one. Guys, listen, we're at that part and we're at that time of the video where once again I hold it off camera to do something. Listen, I love y'all. God bless y'all. I'm Scab. You're not. And we gone, son.